My name is Maria. I have been living in Shanghai for 8 years. I came actually first time to China in 2004 and have been traveling here a little bit, and then I lived here for the first time in 2007-8 and came back for the second time in 2016 permanently. And I came for work. So after I graduated, I got a job here, and that's actually this place that I have also been working until today for the last 7 years. My biggest culture shock, which is technically still sometimes a culture shock, is that China is very big, and so they have a lot of people. A lot of people. So sometimes when you, for example, in the holidays want to go enjoy different cultural sites, so you go in the holiday or on the weekend and there will be a lot of people. So almost you see more people than you see culture. So that's also another thing, is obviously also the cities, how big they are. I mean, Shanghai is like 5 times the amount of people than Denmark has. So in one city, right? So it's a quite big difference for me, at least. I know people come from different countries, so it might feel different as well. But I think for me that's still the size of everything, and yeah, which is also one of the great things about being here. So it's more like an environmental change that you need to adapt to. But most people are very adaptable, so that's like, you kind of get used to it, right? But then sometimes it hits you again that I think one is like do some research, culture-wise and city-wise, and everything is very different. But you know, on the internet you can research so many things, so I think that's a really good way to prepare. And then I think you just need to be very open, because obviously, you know, not if you are in a bigger city, there are other cultures than Chinese, right? So you just need to be very open to different perspectives, different opinions. Not everything is according to your mind, so you just kind of need to accept, which is, I think, a very great way, because you learn so many different things and you learn to see things from a new perspective. And you learn that the way that you are thinking often is not technically maybe the right way, the best way, the fastest way. So I think like just keeping a really open mind. I mean, there's not so much to lose from coming here. Like, I mean, you can literally only gain something. So especially if you're young and just graduated or whatever, I think that coming here is a really, really great way. Like, let's say like me, like working for a year or whatever, like, I mean, heck, if you do that if you just stay for 1 year, you might even actually get stuck here, right? Obviously we have done some for like global ones, but we also have done some for local hotel groups. And there is a lot of times that they kind of like require more and more to have like this like authentic Chinese cultural experience within the hotel. Sometimes they want to be inspired from like a different dynasty or from a specific area where the hotel is, for example. So then you need to like look at these places and see, you know, I mean, scratch under the surface of what makes this place, not just like what can you see today around, what is like the really obvious, but what through history has created this place, the vibe of the place, the different, the landscape of the city or the place, etc. I feel like I know quite a lot, and I have been a lot of places because I've done so much research on it through my last 7 years here. Yeah. It's so obviously when you need to be on the phone with someone, like you need to try to figure it out somehow. And again, my best example is when people bring you stuff, need to bring you stuff, they can't find the entrance or whatever. This is a very basic thing, but it's like, I think after the point my Chinese got so good that I can manage these situations, I'm not afraid picking up the phone anymore. My colleagues don't always speak English, right, when they talk among themselves. So obviously it's nice being able to catch on to what they're talking about. You also learn more about your colleagues, right? What they're doing on a day-to-day basis after work and stuff like this. So I think that overall there's a great staff. It has a lot of great materials, like a lot of different ways that you can learn, because I think everyone is different. So I think the whole material set around or built around the way of learning Chinese is really good. It's quite comprehensive and fits a lot of different ways of learning. Now looking at with my dad and my boyfriend, you know, you can see the differences on how each of us learn. So there's always a way that sort of like covers. Teachers are very, I don't know, understanding, very nice, you know, very good in fitting your style. It can maybe seem in the beginning a bit difficult, but you just need to start every week. It's gonna be a little bit better, right? And so you will progress. And of course, you know, use what you learn, especially if you're working a place where everyone is speaking Chinese mainly, which is generally the case. Just learn it, just continue, like everything else you want to learn in life, basically. But I think it's very important. Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yeah, really, don't give up.